Okay, welcome back. Today we're going to be changing the battery in my Generac whole home generator. It's a 20 kW, but this pretty much applies to all of them, I think, except down to the 14 kW. That might be slightly different. So the first thing we want to do is we want to make sure we're in the off position, so this can't switch on. Say we get a power outage while I'm working on this, we don't want this to start up. And then the second thing we're going to do is remove this 7.5 amp fuse right here, and we'll just drop it down in there for now. Cover this back up. Try to keep the snow out of it. Okay, so first you want to do those two things, and then you want to remove these two screws right here to get this panel off. I had one that was stripped out. This hasn't been off since they installed it. Installer must have went crazy with the impact, and some swearing was involved, but I got it out. So we're going to go ahead and remove this one now. I can't find my Allen key set anywhere. Both of them are missing, so probably used them on some sort of project and didn't make it back to the toolbox, so I got to use these. All right, we'll put that off to the side there. All right, so now that we got both the screws off, we want to get this panel off. It's about 8 degrees out right now and kind of windy, so I kind of want to get this done quickly today. Okay, it looks like there's a screw on the side we're going to have to remove as well. Guys, don't put stuff on with, don't put Allen heads on with impact guns. I remember when this guy was installing it, he did not want to be here installing it that day. And he was just going to town with stuff with an impact. So now that panel comes out. Okay, so now we have access to our battery. We do have some corrosion here, so we're going to have to clean that up as well. Xside battery, that's the battery that Generac recommends. Hopefully you can see it. There's a clip down here for the battery charger. We have to undo that. It looks like that right there. So it's tucked up in there. You just want to undo that as well. So now we're gonna go try to figure out what size those are. Let's see how tight these are given. Oh yeah. My guy just went nuts with everything. All right. Oh, good. Got it to break. Okay, we got our negative terminal off. Hopefully we can get this positive off without much fanfare as well. That was barely on. Oh man. Okay, so we got our positive off. We got our negative off. We're just gonna yank that out of there. Let's see. That's a 5-year-old battery. Got our life out of it. My machine has the optional battery warmer. Yeah, she warm. It sits right there. Your machine may not have that. Let's clean those connections out. Good. Alright, I can't find my terminal brush, but I got this, and this will work just as good. We're just gonna run that through here. Don't forget to do your positive post too. All right, both of those look pretty good. Let's go get our new battery. Okay, so we have our new Xside battery here. If you look in the manual, Xside is what Generac recommends. It specifically calls it out. It's a 26R. I got this at Home Depot. Always check your dates when you buy a battery. It's first week of February 26th. This one was made in January, so it's pretty fresh. The manual does say you can use a Group 35 AGM. But I didn't see the inside of this. I wanted to make sure it would actually fit. The 35 is bigger, same depth, it's wider and taller. It may fit next time, but I wanted to make sure this was a guaranteed fit this go around. So go ahead, move our terminals out of the way and get the battery in there. Okay, so first thing you want to do, identify your post. This one's the positive, so we're going to get that one on there. Try to get it all the way down. There we go, and we'll get our negative on there. I had this on the charger in the garage overnight just to top it off, even though there's a built-in charger. I want to give it the best chance that it has, because we are getting some hellacious temperatures here in New York this year. Absolutely brutal winter. Alright, so we're just gonna, battery terminals just need to be snugged. You don't have to go crazy. It's just there to make sure it doesn't vibrate off. Don't screw yourself for later by cranking those on like my guy did. Well, he cranked one on and then left the positive loose, so I guess if you have one of these installed, go back and check. So now we're starting to get some resistance. We're good. Okay. Now, don't forget, plug your battery charger back in. There we go. So I think what we're going to do before we do anything else is we're going to actually start it up and make sure it goes. Alright, so it looks like it wants us to do some setup stuff here. Press enter to continue. Wi-Fi signal's good. Time zone's good. Okay, so I think we're ready to give it a shot. Don't forget to put your fuse back in. Auto. There we go. Alright, we're going to let that run for about 10 minutes. I don't want to start it up and just shut it off, so I'll let it get warm. And then we'll button everything up. Okay, so I let it run for about 10 minutes. We're going to pretty much go and button this back up. I have the cold weather kit, so that is the oil warmer there, if you're wondering what that is, and yours doesn't have one of those on it. Go ahead, straighten my battery up, and then we're gonna drop these panels back in. Okay, be careful, there's pins on the bottom. So let's figure out where the pin's got to go in there. Make a mental note to myself to do this in the summer next time. What a pain in the side this is. hopefully third time's a charm now. Line my pins, press down. There we go. We're aligned there. So I'm not going to bore you with putting the screws in, but I am going to go to the hardware store and buy something better than some Allen heads for those. At least maybe a torque. So then go ahead and get your front cover on. Got pins in the bottom of this too. Put that on. It just kind of slides into the bottom and then that goes there. And don't forget to put your machine back into auto right there. So we should be good to go. I'm gonna go to the hardware store, pick up some new screws and pop those in, but that's it. That's all it takes to change the battery in your Generac whole home generator. Okay guys, so learn from my mistakes. This battery is 5 years old. If you had asked me when I installed this unit, I would have told you 2 years ago. Time just slips on by sometimes when life is happening, but don't forget about your battery. So this week I started getting warnings that the battery was low from my Generac app, and then we had a situation where the power did go out and it didn't start. Actually, it was vice versa. Sorry, it didn't start, and then I started getting the warnings that it was low. So don't trust that Generac app, because even when it was saying it was low, if you went into the app, it was still saying 11.6 volts good. That's not good. And it even started 2 days prior when it went through its exercise cycle. It started no problems, no issues, and I got a report that my generator was good. So I just kind of want to show you here how bad this battery was. And really it was probably only working and starting because I have the battery warmer. I go ahead, test this battery, but first I'll put up what a good one looks like, because I did the same test to the brand new one, and I'm going to put a screenshot up now of what that test looked like. Now we're going to test this battery. So it's saying it's bad. Replace, state of health 8%, state of charge 0. It's a 550 cold cranking amp battery. It's measuring 167 cold cranking amps, and we have 11.25 volts right now and an internal resistance of 17.88. So do not trust the Generac app when it's saying the battery is good. You got to follow the manual. Test this thing every year, clean it up. As you see, it gets corroded. But you may want to also swap it out every 2 to 3 years, or get yourself one of these, pull the posts off and give it a quick test, see where it is. I would say if you're down around 450, 350 cold cranking amps, it's probably time to swap it out if you don't have that battery warmer. So thanks for joining me in the garage today. And if this video was helpful, please click like and subscribe. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.